guys, welcome to my channel Dev Online. Today we are going to create image hover effect style that you can see here. Whenever we hover on this image is showing a beautiful awesome layout of information about the image. Before we going to start to code, please subscribe my channel for more videos like this. So let's get started to code. I already create empty folder of index HTML and style CSS file. And this folder I have the images in which I'm going to use it. So first of all, we have to create a basic structure of HTML5. And after this, I'm going to link our style CSS like style sheet, which is href, and I can give him href with the styles CSS. Here also we need to implement bootstrap if you need for the responsiveness, so you can add bootstrap. So basically I'm going to use bootstrap with it. So first we have to create a container in which we can describe our all work text center, and I'm going to give him margin top 40 pixel. After this I'm going to give him a one making a row, not a row, we just need first heading. When we saw what they have a heading one, so I'm just saying h3, and h3 I'm write image or effects style, and let's save it and we can see what it looks like. So now you can see image or effect style. After this we have to create one row in this row we have to implement all of these three images. So row, and we can say justify content center if you want in the center, if you want in left side, right side, that's depend on you guys. In this row we have to create a column, div class column mid 4, because 12 grid 12 column grid layout, so that's why mid 4 I'm going to use it. In this column we have to create one box, you can say a box or wrapper, and where we can put our image. So here I create one box, and in this box I'm giving her images basically. So here is the images. You can just say type without dot like this. So I'm going to copy the column because we have to create the same amount of column here, and just change the name of the images, and third name is Angel. These images are basically too big if when I'm going to see here, so you can see here is showing very big images, which is we can't see right now. So let's get first create the image size. So image size, I have a box. In the box have a image property, and then I'm describing width is 100%. So basically width 100% is depending on the column size of width, and then height you can say auto whatever size of height of the images. So let's check it out now how it looks like. So now you can see here image. Oh, so my alignment is wrong. So let's create first this one image we can paste over there, and this one here, so at least the small one images can come in the front. So you can see now here it's still good or bad, or if you want to change his size of heights you can easily change it, but just for the demo purpose I'm not going to change the size for right now. After this we need to create a hover effect. So for this we need to create a one content box after the image, because in the under the box we have to do everything inside in the same box. So here I am going to create div class and I can tell them box content, call box content, and then here we can say h3 heading, which is class name of title. The title, we can give her title, what's her name, Angel, so we can say Angel, that's her title. And then we can give her some designation with the span element I'm using. The span, I have class which is you can say designation, or I could just write it post, and here I could turn this a web developer. So that's our content box we created. So let's check in the other create, we need to create two here. So box content. Here's I'm giving you one suggestion, always try to type code. In this case when you typing code, always not copy paste too much, so your typing speed and your typing skill will be good. So basically I was use a lot of copy paste before, like the one column write it and the second column just copy paste and little bit change, so that's why I'm not that much good in a typing. And here also we have to describe the content box content, and here we have h3 element class of title. The title we give her Christine, and now the span element we have class post, and she's a web developer too. So now you can see we create a box content here. So now the box content you can see here, look, Angel developer, Jessica web designer, Christine developer. We have to implement and style it come on the upside of this. But before this we also have to give him the icons of search icon and the link icon. So here I'm going to the font awesome side and copy his CDN, which we can use for the fonts for the icons, and I'm going to paste here. Now we have to give him some icons. So icons I'm going to create with the UL unordered list, which is class name is icon, and in this we have a two list items. So list item which have a tag, we can do by like this, a, and which is have a href. For now I don't have any links, but you guys when you're using, you just submit a link inside, and then we have to give him the icon. So I just remember was the name class of icon, so I'm just going to type it for search, and here's my icon did. The second list item have a tag, href the same, and now the icon class have for link. So basically this I'm going to copy because of the video length goes will be more much. So I'm just going to copy here and paste it here on right up under the other columns. So let's see how it looks like. So now you can see there's an order list icons came. So let's get design this to the hover effect. So here is we already designed the box image. Now we have to tell to the box position will be relative to the hover one. Now we need to create the before section for the box, and where we have a content in the before section. So let's say content, which is empty string. Width we need to give him 100%, because whatever the size of box, so basically we need to display the size of box. Also like height 100% too, not more than that. And then we have to give him the background color. If you saw here the background, where is the actual, yeah, like the background should be some kind of like this little bit hover effect show you. So the background is similar like the blackish, but it's have a little bit light. So we're going to call RGBA because we need to define the pointage. So here is 0, 0 0 going to the blackish. So when you create like this 0 0 0, so here is the alpha section. We need to describe his mentality, so I'm giving him 5. So we give her the name. If you can see here, it will be never show you now because it's a before section. We never right, and sorry, I'm coughing. We need to give him position, which is absolute. Then top left, we need to define the top is 0%, left should be 0%, no more than, and no need a margin of light. And then we have to give him opacity is 0 because no need to show before we hover it when we mouse use on this. So that's why we need to give him opacity is 0. Here we need to give him some transition effect. Transition, so we say all transition 0.7 seconds, and also you can say ease. You guys know about ease is the one function easily showing the hover affection or anything transition basically. Now we have to tell to the box, sorry, not here, another. Now we need to tell to the box when the box come hover effect on the box. So here our before section the before section comes opacity 1. So opacity 1 means it when we hover on box. Let me show you. So here is basically this one. So now you can see here when I'm hovering, so it create the hover effect for this. Okay, so this done. Now we have to the content of the box content, because we already described the box hover. Now we need to define this content put in the box. So let's style the box content. So dot box, and then we say dot box content, width, how much width we need to use it. So we're gonna say width 90%. Height also we have to use 90%, no need 100%, because we need the content you have in the box should be. So that's why the position have to define absolute, and also top margin 5%, left margin also 5%. So this is our box content. Now we need to define style the box content. So here we create before section. So now we need to create after section for this, like box, and then we say box content and after. That's after effects in the box content, not for the box, it's for the box content. We can short off the core, so we can also describe the before section also here. So let's say box dot box content, and here we say before, and now we need to design it. So here we say content about, we need to give them content the same like string, and then we have to position absolute top 0, top 0, left 0, bottom 0. Okay, we need to define left 0, bottom should also 0. Now red and opacity also have to be, so bottom right everything should be 0, and here is opacity also have 0. Now we need to give him some transition, sorry, not transform, transition, and the transition also same like the other one we create here, transition 7s, all 0.7s is 0s. After this, so we create before and after function. Now we have to implement this. Let's go box and box content, and we have to give them before section. So let's for the in the before section of the content, we have to describe border, because it's the border of the, so border bottom 1 pixel solid, and we have to color them, and top, because in the before section we have two, bottom and top side. So we say bottom border bottom, so we have given 1 pixel solid color, and we're gonna give him using RGBA color. You can simple say black also if you want to use a black color. Here we say border top. In the border top, the same thing we can describe, 1 pixel solid black. Now we need to transform this. Where is should we go the scale effect of this? So transform and scale, we have to scale 0 and 1, and And here is another parameter, transform origin, which is you can see here transform origin. So what should be the transform origin? We have to give him 0, 0, and 0. I'm coughing today. My cough is so bad, but I will be try to do this. So before section we create, now we need to define the after section. So here in the first we say box, and the box content we can say after, like the border bottom, so we can say border bottom and top we already discussed. So we have border left, which is the same effect, solid, and you can say black, and then border right 1 pixel, solid, black. I will tell you why I'm doing this separate section. Why not in the one just give him a border and in the before and after section and just finish with the same. I will be tell you why I'm doing this. So here we also need to give him transformability, which in the first we have scale 0 1. So here we're going to opposite it, scale 1 and 0. And the transition transform origin we can say 100% here, and then the rest of 0 0. So this is basically after and before content we created. It will be never show you right now because we already describe up here opacity is 0. Here we describe what should be the size, what should be its looks like, and here we design it, the before section and the after section we design it. So now we when we hover on the box, so these both things how is come up, we need to define this. So we say box on hover, and then we say the box content after, and then dot box. Again we need to define dot box hover, and then we call to the before section. Now we do when you hover on the box, so it's the opacity when we describe upside is 0. So here we say opacity 1, and now we need to scale it, the transform which have a scale. What there we describe 1 and 0 0 or 1, so here we just say 1, and now we need to give him some transition delay option, how long it will be take the transitions come on it. So we just say 15s. What do you think, guys? We check it out now. Now you can see all the text has come up here, and you can see that as you can see here the borders came with. So like I was told you, I will be show you why I'm using this border top bottom, because we need to add the transition effect. If we just give him one border, so it will become all the border once. So separate border top, border bottom, left is come when the hover effect, so it's showing you with the transition. I think I have to change the color of this RGBA because the border is not looks like good. So here is the color RGBA I'm going to use with 255 255 and also 255 and 0.5 alpha. So it should be, the color is little grayish, or you can say little light color, so we can see on the images, on the black images also. Now you can see the color of showing you very well. So now we have to design the title and the post section and the icons. Here we have to go by the title section. So we say dot box dot title. We come to the title box dot title, which we have to first give him font size. Font size, I'm just suggesting not 2100, 21 pixel. And then font weight, we have to define weight. Weight I'm giving 700, and color, we need to change the color, so we just describe the color. And then margin, we have to give him some margin from the bottom term live, so margin 15 pixel, and opacity for now is 0. We don't want to show anything on the image right now, because whenever we going to hover it, then it's come on this. So transform, we need to give him just 3D translate here. And how is going to be 3D translate? So we say 0 pixel on the front, and then negative 50 pixel, and after again is 0. That's our transform, we translate into the. Now we have to give him transition. So in the transition, in the transition we need to take, we want to take this transform ability, we can use this one. So we can say transition transform. This effect we have take to 5 sec is 0. So basically this transition will be take this transform and implement on the transition. So this our title. Now we have to use the hover reflection stylet for this title. So dot box hover, and then we say the title opacity should be 1, and we have to give him the transform one. So transform basically, and we have to translate 3D again, how it's going to be. So we have translate 3D when it's 4, so it's going to be 0, 0, and 0. So let's check it out how it looks. Now you can see the angel came from the up. Liv, Jessica, Christine. Now we have the post section, which we have to also design it. So here is, we have say box, and the box have a post plus. In the box class we have to define font size. The font size should be 14 pixel, and color we have to define 2. So the color, the same color I'm going to give her, giving 2 color, and then we have to give him some padding to up margin. So padding I'm giving for 10 pixel. Now we change the background of this post basically. So background, what should be the color? We can use any color if you want it. What color do you gonna use? So let's Let me give you some hints how we can change color in the views. We could just come up on here and then use select color, which color you want to use it. So I just say okay, I'm going to use this color and it will become in the RGB. So here we define color, and then we also need to say opacity is 0 because we don't want to show on the first on the image. And border radius, so basically the style, if you were saw, we have to describe this style. If you check it out in the original one, you can see this style of this border. So we have to create here on the style. So the border radius is work with the border radius. So we say 0 on the first corner, but take to 19 pixel. Now we have to transform it to one the way we did on the title. So we have translate 3D here and the transform, and the same affection we use here, 0 pixel, and same this one. So we type it here, just 0 minus 50 pixel and 0. Now in this case we need to give him some transition. So we say transition. Here we no need to define the transform, it's just simple came. So all 0.7 second is zeros. So that's our post. Now we have to also style the icon. So let's style the icon to the box, and the box have the name of class name of icon basically. So if you can see here, I give him the icon class of the UL. So that's we have to create the box icon. We need to give him some padding. Some padding is no need of padding of this, and then list style. Basically, it was in the list style, so we tell them none. Now when we this is none style, and now we have to create the post section, the one of post basically. So the box, when we hover it, so dot post, what it looks like and what this looks like come. So we say opacity 1, and then we have transform it, transform in the like the same style we transform. So we have to give them translate 3D, and the 3D should be the other one like the title, and then we have to tell them transition delay. So in the transition delay we also describing 15 seconds. Let's go and checks. Now you can here see the web design and the angel, because we never gave him the 3D affection. The 3D affection, the Jessica comes from the upside, and this one is just showing up. Now you can see list style is removed. We have to just design the icons. So let's design the icons now. So we say dot box dot icon, which is we say width 100%, margin 0, position absolute. So we have to give him absolute position, and then we have to describe bottom. So basically it was a bottom, so we say bottom minus 15 pixel, and left 0. After this left have okay, so we have to give them opacity 0, not showing the first of all, and then we need to use some index here, z index. z index 1 and then transition of which have a 7 as is and 0 as basically. So here the box icon. Now we need to define the hover thing dot box hover, and then we can say icon. We say on the icon, so the icon come up 20 pixel bottom, come up the bottom 20 pixel, and opacity we have to define opacity 1, and also we need to give him some transition delay affection. So we have say transition delay, the same transition of delay 15 SI 15. You guys can give them any transition delay option whichever you guys like it. Okay, so now we have to the icon box icon and the list A because it's color and we need to border the border design the same we did on so we say display inline block with 40 pixel. I'm writing in the one line, sorry, but it's okay. Width 40 pixel, height also we have to describe 40 pixel, and here we need to give him some border. So border I'm giving 1 pixel solid color of FFF, and now we need to give the border radius which was we give the same of the post section. So here we just need a bit smaller it because 16 pixel, sorry, no need to put this one 16 pixel. Now we giving the font size, basically the icon size, when the font size should be 14 pixel, and after this we have to give him color margin, we have to define some margin, so we give him some margin in the between, and then have a transition. So basically transition or we say 7 second is 0s. So list icon, and now we need to define when we hover on it. So basically hover on the icons because we already did the hover of icon, we already did, we just have to the icon when we somebody, like you can see here, let me show you. You can see here when we hover on it, so it's changed the color and affection. So here is dot icon li and then a, and then we say when hover on the link, so we say the background color should be the one we already described here. The background color, you can see this one, RGBA. So I'm just copying because I not remember. And then border color, we have to change the border color too. So the border, okay, just write it as best. Border color should be somewhat different, or you want a black, so I'm just using for now this color. Let's check out how it looks. Check it out how it looks like. We can see here, oh, I think we forgot something here. Let's check in the code. Maybe we never did code for it. So box icon list item a tag. So okay, so here we never describe icon list item. So list item display, it should be inline block. So now we can see his came in the middle and the hover effect with beautiful animation. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have any question, please comment below and share with this video with your friends and talk about with this. If you guys have any suggestion for me or any you want me to make a video on any section on any image buttons or something you like it, so please share with me in the comments. I will be make sure to create for you. Thank you, have a good day.